Bitch, Crawford don't want to fight us because he's a bitch. I seen his legs last. I seen his legs last fight. That bitch Crawford don't want to fight us because he's a bitch. I seen his legs last. I seen his legs.
All right, so this is what we doing now. What's good? It's the one and only. What do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Teofimo Lopez in the news. Now, is this just trolling? I don't want to. Ain't no excuses behind this. See, this is exactly why I was getting on Ryan Garcia about the stuff that he doing. Now look what's going on now. Now people are using racism for trolling, for promoting, quote unquote. Because now you got all this heat and stuff, and you calling Terence Crawford Nigger. Something that slaves, a word that people died over. You calling Terence Crawford it, but when Terence Crawford pulled up on you, you had this to say.
What up with it, baby? Hey, tell him what you told me. What I tell you? What you doing it for? Oh, promotion, baby. All right. So I ain't gotta fuck him. I ain't gotta fuck him up. But we should spar. I ain't gotta fuck him up. We should spar. I would like to. Come on, I want to spar with you though. All right, how about that? We clap it up. All right, bet.
Now you and your delusional dumb dad having a moment in the gym, and now your true colors show out. And honestly, I'm tired of this. And once again, watch how nobody else says anything about it. Watch, you gonna have people coming on here commenting, acting as if I'm tripping because of this. No, I'm tired of this, bro. You gonna have people go, oh, well, what about when Devin Haney said he'll never, man, shut the fuck out. Because, bro, you guys had an issue. Y'all were all getting on Devin Haney's top, talking bad about Devin Haney when he stated that stuff about with Lomachenko. But now this dude is using a racial word, by the way, a racial word, something that my ancestors were called, and nobody wants to say anything about it. Nobody wants to address it. Nobody wants to. I don't hear. And then not to mention, this is not his first time doing this. You know, people tried to give him a pass with the whole monkey thing or whatnot. People gave with the whole whatever monkey, calling them monkeys and all that type of stuff. People wanted to give him a pass with that. And now this dude is doing this, and he done got away with that. Now look what he's doing. This is what happens when you let people get away with stuff like this. When he says one thing racial, and then, you know, he's invited on a black platform like Cam and Mace and doing interviews and all this type of stuff. The only person that approached him was what was the dude? What's his name? Was it the Ak and Barack? Was it one? I think it was one of them. It was one person that approached dude, bro, and that was at the press conference for the BS card that was put on last Friday. One person. I haven't seen no platforms. I ain't seen nobody else speak, no promoters, no nothing speak on the fact that this dude is constantly using it. He got away with saying that, and now look where he done pushed it to. And this is what happens when y'all let these dudes get away with this stuff. Ryan Garcia done opened up the floodgates. Ain't nobody saying nothing to it. Don't nobody want to sit here and challenge these dudes. Everybody want to be in their face and doing all this instead of coming together and realizing, bro, this is a bunch of BS. Why are we allowing this to happen? It's no reason in the world for you to be having to use racial terms as quote unquote promotion. No. When did they do that? No, you can talk bad about the person individually, but when you say a word like that, that is racist. And I didn't like Tio for the monkey comment, but now I really don't like that clown. And anybody that supports dude is a clown. Anybody that supports Teofimo is a clown, just based off of that right there. Ryan Garcia said all this stuff about George Floyd and using all the what they quote unquote call the hard R. Ryan Garcia said all this. Now Teofimo. Ryan Garcia got away with it scot-free. Nobody said anything about Ryan Garcia using those words. Nobody. It was only like me and a few other videos. A few other YouTubers that was speaking bad. But nobody else, no major platform wanted to denounce Ryan. He ain't have to suffer through none of that. He got away with it scot-free. And now guess who else is finna get away with it? Teofimo, because all y'all jigaboos just gonna sit there and allow this to happen. And when is it gonna stop, bro? This dude is a clown. Him and his delusional clown ass daddy. They nothing but clowns. They delusional as hell. They want to ride on this fantasy fairy tale coattail, talking about how Teofimo is. They're jealous of Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford is the first male two-time and two division undisputed champion. They're jealous of that because they didn't get their accolades, because in reality, Teofimo is not even a one-time undisputed. He's never been undisputed. Never. They just want to claim them accolades. Dude has never been undisputed. Not at 135, not at 140. And he lives off this dumb fairy coattail, whatever you want to call it, fantasy that he's two-time undisputed. That's why he doesn't like. That's why they're jealous to Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford actually became the two-time undisputed champion. This dude is a clown, bro. And then he sits there and does this, and I guarantee you, nobody's gonna say anything about it. Nobody. I don't ever care. I'm not ever supporting Teofimo again. I already wasn't supporting Ryan Garcia, which is why I didn't buy the fight. And I'm one that's been preaching that we need to buy these big cars. I'm not putting no money in nobody that disrespects my ancestors' pockets. I'm not doing that at all. No. And if you have an issue with me speaking about that, then you can please unsubscribe yourself from my channel, because I'm not finna. I don't support none of this. I don't support none of this stuff. Dude is a clown. Teofimo is a clown. I don't care to see this man anymore. I will never. I don't. Man, that right there, and you gonna still have people like Cam and Mace want to interview with dude. You're gonna still have people like what's the dude from Seconds Out, Radio Raheem, gonna be running all up in his face with the mic. This dude disrespected your ancestors, and y'all gonna still allow this stuff to go on. And guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna continue to happen because nobody is doing anything about it in the boxing world. Nobody is doing anything about it. This man daddy was using the N-word and got clucked upside his head. And you would have thought he learned it. Well, he didn't say it, so maybe he did learn his lesson, but maybe Teofimo you would have thought Teofimo would have known just by seeing his daddy get clucked in his head when he was in the gym. Yeah, we all know about that. You would have thought maybe Teo, but I mean, and what all that's gonna happen is this is gonna continue to happen over and over again because nobody's gonna do anything about it. Man, dude is a clown. Teo is a jealous clown, and his daddy is a delusional jealous clown, and Teo is delusional too. So, I'm thoroughly disappointed, man. Like, this is not. I don't want to hear he's just trolling. No, you don't troll like that. Trolling. You don't use that as an excuse, bro. You don't use trolling as an excuse for being racist, bro. No, using racial terms. Nah, you don't. When AB made that rant, anybody can get it, Mexicans. What he say? No, Africans. I just beat the F out of a Mexican. The WBC suspended dude from them rankings. Devin Haney made that comment. Everybody went in on Devin Haney. He had to issue an apology. Ryan Garcia has not apologized. Like, Ryan Garcia states it. Well, okay, no, you know what? I will say the WBC did suspend Ryan indefinitely from their rankings. So I ain't gonna get on that. It's Teo's turn now. I can't, man. I can't stand these racist clowns, bro. And anybody that doesn't, anybody that continues to interview and support this dude's ignorance, man, like, I'm not rocking with. I can't, bro. I don't care who it is, bro. I don't want to see no interviews from Andre Ward is my favorite fighter of all time. I love that dude to death. But if this man sits here and allows Teofimo to interview dude, I'm gonna be pissed at him too. I don't want nobody. Like, this is just unacceptable, man. This is unacceptable. But it continues to happen. So when is it gonna stop, bro? Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, Terence Crawford don't need to. It ain't no passes when you see dude, bro. Somebody need to go upside this man's head. It ain't no passes, bro. Ain't no passes at all, bro. Africa need to stop calling dude out. Like, man, just stop mentioning this dude, bro. Cause that's just ridiculous, bro. And then y'all sitting here talking about Terence Crawford as you ain't had that to say when he was in y'all face. You or your clown daddy didn't have it. Y'all ain't had nothing to say when he was in y'all face. But then now all of a sudden, man, Terence Crawford, y'all ain't scraped y'all ain't touched the surface of what Terence Crawford has accomplished. Like, what if you, like, man, get out of here, bro. You a 2-division champion, a unified at 135, and the WBO at 140. Like, man, dude was a clown, bro. Dude need to get punched in his mouth. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?